Good morning, students. We will continue with our chapter 1 of Pol Science, grade 9th. What is democracy? Why democracy? And today we will discuss from page 31. Now, the topic here which we have to discuss is, students, why democracy? Now, again, the argument broke out in Madam Lingdo's class. Here students are discussing whether the democracy is best form of government or no. Here on this page every student has something to say. So now on page 32. So now page 32 only we will start. Now here Madam Lingdo starts explaining the advantages and disadvantages of democracy. So now students, we are explaining why democracy, why should we adopt democratic structure. So for this we have to see first the drawbacks, that is the limitations, and then the advantages of democracy. So let's start with the limitation of democracy. So the first limitation is instability, students. Now under democracy, leaders, political parties, they keep on changing, and this leads to political instability. Like if the coalition government is formed, when the coalition government is formed, when no party is having absolute majority in the parliament, so at that time the different parties, they came together and they formed the coalition government. And if any party withdraw the support from the government, the government falls. So it means there is instability in the coalition government. Now second is low morality. Democracy is all about political competition and power play, and there is no scope for morality, for ethics, for values in politics. So no loyalty, no morality is there, no ethics, no values. It is all about power. It's a power game. Everybody wants to have power in their hands. So there is no scope for honesty in politics. Third point is delay in the decision making process. So all the decisions in the democratic setup, they have to be approved and discussed in the parliament, and many people and institutions are to be consulted, so it leads to delay in decision making. So obviously when many institutions we have to consult, a debate has to be done, discussion has to be done in the parliament, then both the houses has to pass, so it will take time, so delay will be there in the decision making. Fourth demerit or drawback is bad decisions, as most of the leaders, they do not know the best interest of the people, they are not properly qualified, we have no qualification criteria for our leaders, so it leads to bad decisions. Fifth is corruption, as democracy is based on electoral competition and it leads to corruption. So it is all about elections in our country. You know, multi-party system is there, and each party, they wants to come to power, and so if everybody wants to come to power, then more competition will be there, and everybody will use unfair means to win those competitions, so it will lead to corruption. And many political parties, they use their muscle, their money power to come to power. Last point of the disadvantage is illiterate and the politically unconscious voter. As you know, our population is ignorant, they are not that much aware. We have illiterate population, and in most of the developing countries the voters are illiterate only, and they are politically unconscious also. They elect the wrong candidates, means they decide the leaders that we will cast our vote to that person only, who will entertain them, who will give parties to them, who will give free liquor to them, who will give free food to them during the campaigning days. So they will cast their votes on basis of this criteria, and this is a wrong practice. So in this way they elect the wrong leaders. So students, these are some of the limitations of democracy. So clearly democracy is not a magical solution for all the problems in the developing countries. Like it has not ended the poverty in our country and in other parts of the world also. And democracy as a form of government only ensures that people take their own decisions, and this does not guarantee that their decision will be good. And people can make mistakes also, and involving the people in these decisions it lead to delays in decision making. And it is also true that democracy leads to frequent changes in leadership. Instability also we have seen in the government. So these arguments show that democracy may not be ideal form of government, but that is not a question we face in real life, students. The real question we face is different. That is democracy better than other forms of government that are there for us to choose from? So here the question is democracy is better than the dictatorship, than the monarchy? So yes, students, democracy is a better form of government if we compare dictatorship and monarchy, where we don't have any rights, we don't have any choice, we are just ruled by the rulers who just impose their will on us.